Hi everyone, a very good morning to you and welcome back to this week's markets. So I hope you guys had a very good weekend and a well-rested weekend. So let us have a look and see what is coming up for today's economic calendar before we start to analyze what happened on last Friday during the non-farm payrolls data announcement. So for today, most notably, the US is on a bank holiday as they will be celebrating Labor Day today along with Canada. So with the US markets out of the picture today, we could be expecting the markets to be a bit less volatile than usual and of course volumes to be lower than usual. So looking at the European and UK calendar, at 2 p.m. we will be having the German industrial production numbers, and towards 3 p.m. we will be having the foreign currency reserves for Switzerland. At 3:30 p.m. The UK will be announcing the Halifax house price index numbers, and towards 4:30 p.m. we will be having the Eurozone investor confidence data. Again, the US and Canada are on a bank holiday today, so expect market volume and volatility to be reduced. Okay, so a quick look into what happened last Friday, just before or leading up towards the non-farm payrolls data announcement at 8:30 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time. The US dollar was originally moving up marginally, and towards the announcement, it actually went up first. It strengthened, and towards 12 a.m. on Saturday, 12 a.m. local Singapore time, the US dollar weakens back. Okay, so the main takeaway from last Friday's non-farm payrolls data was that about 1.371 million jobs was created, just a tad below market forecast of 1.375 million. And however, the 1.371 million jobs created was lower than the numbers of 1.73 million jobs created for the month of July. Okay, so the big positive for last Friday's data was also the unemployment rate, which dropped from 10.2% in the month of July to a low of, or the recent low of 8.4% in the month of August. So the 8.4% unemployment rate was also much better than market's forecast of 9.8% for the unemployment rates. Okay, so here we go. A quick look at the data. Non-farm employment change coming in at 1.371, just slightly below market expectations of 1.375. Unemployment rates coming in at 8.4%, which is well below market expectations of 9.8, and also well below last month's data of 10.2. Okay, so this is the event. This is the result, and of course the theory is the US dollar should strengthen, which it did. However, it just strengthened for about 1, 2, 3 hours or so before pulling back again. Okay, so in the lead up towards the 8:30 p.m. announcement on last Friday, we do see the US dollar just trading in a very tight range throughout the Asian and also throughout the UK trading sessions, and only started to move up at about 5 p.m. And again, as the announcement was being made at 8:30 p.m., we do see the US dollar strengthening from 92.76 levels all the way to a high of 93.23. Okay, so again, naturally, even before last Friday's bullish move, the US dollar has been strengthening since Tuesday on the 1st of September. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday was mostly consolidating, and towards Friday, it found good support levels at 92.68, and then after, just before or during the announcement, it went up again before pushing back down at about, it's a bit early, 18 plus 5, 11. At 11 p.m. last Friday, the US dollar weakened back down, and however found support again at these levels, and then after, currently it's still a bit quiet. Okay, so remember, the US is on a holiday today, so markets could be a bit quiet today. So as the US dollar was moving up and then down again on last Friday, we also saw the UK pound moving down as early as 5 p.m. 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. So the announcement at about 8:30 was here. It pushed the UK pound down another 85 pips or so before pushing back up at about 10 p.m. Pushed back up from 1.3175 all the way to 1.3288. Okay, so the UK pound again was quiet during the Asian sessions, and during the UK trading session at about 3 p.m. it moved up about 63 pips, and towards 5 p.m. leading towards the US trading sessions, and after the non-farm payrolls announcement, the UK pound moved down a total of about 137 pips before recovering another 115 pips. So 60 pips up, okay, sorry, here, 60 pips up, 130 down, that is 190, and then 110 up. Okay, so there was a total movement of about 300 pips for the UK pound on last Friday. Okay, so moving towards the euro dollar, a similar story. It was mostly sideways and consolidating throughout the Asian sessions and the beginning of the UK trading session, and only started to move down at about 5 p.m. again, and during the announcement it actually broke through the support levels, and from 1.1853 all the way to a low of 1.1782, moving down about 70 pips, and then after towards about, well, late in the evening, at about 11 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time, rebounds back from 1.1780 to a high of 1.1853, going back up 70 pips. So again, today's market range should be a bit muted. So we have a resistance of about 1.1861 for the euro dollar, which is about 30 pips to the upside, and for the downside we are looking at 1.1810, just about 25 pips to the downside. For the UK pound, we are looking at, okay, for the UK pound, okay, we are looking at resistance of 1.3309, which is about 60 pips to the upside, and also a current support level of 1.3220, which is about 20 pips to the downside. Okay, further support levels will be at 1.3175, which is about 68 pips to the downside for the UK pound. Okay, so moving on to gold prices. Gold prices we also saw gold prices being bearish since last Tuesday on the 1st of September, from a high of 1,992 to a recent low of about 1,924. The gold prices came down about $70, and leading up towards last Friday's non-farm payrolls data, gold prices was mostly consolidating. Okay, so at the announcement of the data, it spiked up about $8 before pushing down from 1,948 all the way to a low of 1,916, coming down $32. It was playing around that range for about 1, 2, 3, 4 hours before recovering nicely from 1917 all the way to a high of 1938. So currently, again, gold prices are being consolidative. So the recent high is, of course, what was achieved this morning, 1940. So the current range to the downside will be 1930, which is just about $8 to the downside. Again, bear in mind that the US markets are not open, so movement and volatility could be a bit less. Okay, so yeah, so the further downside support is at 1915, which is about $22 to the downside. To the upside, of course, we are looking at 1948, which is about $12 to the upside. Okay, quick one, oil prices dropped on last Friday as early as 7 p.m. local Malaysia and Singapore time, from $41.92 all the way to a low of for $39.57. So yeah, this morning it actually dropped some more and had a very quick recovery, and currently it is in a consolidation phase. Last one, S&P 500. S&P 500 actually dropped in the lead up to the non-farm payrolls data on last Friday. So as early as 6 p.m. last Friday, S&P 500 moved down from 3,482 levels all the way to a low of 3,350 levels. So it came down about 132 points. And again, similar story as the US dollar, and also as the UK pound, and also as the gold prices. It actually whipsaw back from a downtrend. It actually had a very good and decent recovery, closing at about going up back to 3,455 levels before closing at 3,416 levels. Okay, so managed to recover back about 63 points. So again, yeah, today's market is going to be a bit quiet. If you're not going to trade today, If you're going to trade today, sorry, you can observe for 2 to 4 p.m. again and 7 to 9 p.m. If not, we can always wait for tomorrow's market again. So have a good trading day ahead, and I'll see you again tomorrow for the latest market updates. Thank you and good day.